5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh, pow, there it is. Chris, how are you?
Good, Graham. Thanks.
Thanks for taking time to join us
Sure.
today.
Sure.
You know, I honestly, it's hard to know where to begin as.
This is where we begin.
But I want to talk about the plague of isolation that you just wrote on Substack, because
There's
yesterday
no
I put out a tweet
needed.
saying we've had 33 mass shootings
taking 10 minutes.
In the first 23 days of the new year. And less than 8 hours later, there was another shooting in California. The two
at
most recent
speed.
ones were in California. So 34 shootings in 23 days. And it's only 11,
look at the same
after 11 a.m. here on the West Coast. So who knows if there's another one that's already
quarter
happened today.
speed.
And
I know what I see.
America the Farewell
My
Tour,
autism might
and
mean
even Death of the Liberal Class, which came out in 2010, and that
a lot of people don't see what I see.
My eyes up to the, as you
I'm
call
trying
it,
to open your eyes up
the 4 decades long corporate coup
to their actual body
in the
movements.
last year or so,
you're talking about the
shooters
shooters,
around America,
the mass murders.
I'm seeing American cities.
Hedges talks of Emil Durkheim.
Basically
he's
everything you describe in your Substack
maybe
article.
Used to be.
And that it
I
really,
don't doubt
it
Chris
really
Hedges
rang from
used
what
to
you
be
said. You talk about your local gym,
smart, used to be
work out, and all these different guys with different
a true,
backgrounds
sincere
that
thinker.
you meet at the gym. And you know, you describe this gym. It's
now he's an
it's
agent.
old. It's this
These
and that.
Are,
it was your spot. It was your
place.
Like I know
disinfo
gyms
agents
like that.
back in the day.
Gyms like that. And
paid fakes.
You know, I'm sitting
There's
here
that
watching
fake
America,
looking
and a year
upward.
or so ago, I thought we were going
That's
to
in
have
their
this
training
monumental
manual.
collapse. Just this
Fake
January 6th
this is organic.
to go on for months, and we were going to be in a civil
One
war.
can easily see Graham.
But I don't know. I'm
going sideways
looking at
there.
everything, seeing just this kind of
Same with
slow
Hedges.
decay. And
even when
Americans
it's a slight lilt
so
to the sides,
by the
I
ruling
pick
elites
up on those.
that things will get bad, and the ruling elites will just throw out some crumbs.
By
and that'll
cropping
kind of
them
the
out,
and America just
we
kind of
take the
along.
power back.
Look at like gas was $6
from
a
the
gallon.
media,
now it's $4.
from the medium.
We're all good again. So
you're not all good.
How do you see?
You're busted, exposed.
Where America goes from this point? Because I don't know. I mean, some empires.
Graham Elwood was in the military. He was a comic.
Slowly collapse or erode.
He went in those Bob Hope
where do you see
style
America going
tours.
I mean, it's really. It's pretty despondent, and I
Hedges
don't know how
reading along knows it's about his time.
Well, we're replicating all of the late stages of empire, of any empire, and of course, what fuels
pretty much
that
for the
is
next
rampant,
7 minutes,
unregulated militarism,
it's Hedges
which
talking.
engages in
look at him go sideways.
One kind of military fiasco
I don't know
after
how
another.
much I'm gonna
Vietnam,
talk over this
trillions
thing.
and trillions of dollars, not to mention all
it's
of the
50
lives
minutes.
of suffering. Not only
Just
of
under
Americans
50
and
minutes.
their families, but the Vietnamese, the Iraqis,
and when their voices
Syrians,
are slowed
the
down
Afghans,
for most of it,
nobody's ever held accountable. In fact, these the architects
put it on
of
low.
these debacles
of course,
are just promoted upwards until they end up on the boards of Raytheon
to listen to the words.
Boeing or somewhere else, pulling in, I don't know how much they make, $500,000 a year to sit on those boards.
It's a forensic
and then become Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, well, then you can go from a board.
Graham went out of vision
what was he on Rand, I think.
from my crop, and then
and they're
popped
all on
back in and looked
MSNBC,
directly.
Telling us why we should
they're
send,
faking a Zoom.
more Patriot missiles to
Ukraine,
etc. So that
it's so
is
widespread.
A very
they're all
common
tied to the hip.
The late empires would kill the Roman Empire.
They try to mimic me. They try to gaslight me. It didn't work.
The historian, and what you do is you
work.
hollow the country out from the inside. So you're right.
The more people showed up on the channel saying,
I
that's
purposely
not
get
Debbie
out and
Signan.
spend a lot of time.
That's not Farron
as
Franzak.
Reporter in
the more I knew it was them.
The corporate media has rendered
Franco-analysis,
and you're right, it's city after
go to the
city
first
after city.
videos
on
IG Sports.
Is
sounds
book
exactly
that
like
looks
Frank-analysis
that arise
in the comments.
from a dysfunctional or decayed society. Uses the
it's mentioned that he mentioned or someone mentioned he's black.
Who in investigated suicide.
Then you
Was
go to,
curious as to what is
he
it that
came back.
drove
So Frank
individuals
Analysis is
and
missing in
groups and
action from
societies
YouTube.
to commit
And I think also
collective
from Rockfin. I went over that
suicide.
book.
And
I didn't see anything
he,
from him
I think,
anymore.
correctly targeted what he called
I saw him at
anomie, or
Twitter.
the rupture of social bonds. All of these forces that knit us to a
And they
community.
distorted the sound. They're
Column
trying to make them
was about
sound
the last column I
with
wrote.
an accent, like an
When
African
they get
American
severed,
accent or dialect. I know it's a big
when
country
you
and you
lose that,
can't say
kind of connectedness to the
about any
community,
race or people, whatever.
first you
can't generalize.
It
It
triggers
goes beyond
a kind of
race. You got people in the
pathology
north,
that is
people in the south
expressed
for
in very
accents.
negative, self-destructive
But I
forms.
do
So that's
suggest
where you get
if
the
folks
opioid
want to do
crisis.
that, the
Now
IG
we're on the East
Sports
Coast, so they're
shtick
opening
was
weed shops
the
everywhere,
guy would
so
sound
everybody
so
can take
depressed,
gummies and get high
and
to
all
try
the
to
comments
endure.
were like, "Come on,
But
dude, show
that's where
some
you get
life."
gambling, any kind of these addictive. And what's interesting, you mentioned mass shootings, and there's a chapter in there on hate groups, Proud Boys.
You mentioned it. It's because it's scripted.
But
their
Durkheim, I think,
eyes are going
correctly points out that
sideways.
those who seek the annihilation of others are driven for longings for self-annihilation. So
Chris
you see
Hedges,
with these
I'd love
mass shootings,
to.
they carry out the mass shootings and then they
I'd love
commit
to tell
suicide.
him off right to his face.
And that book, I stopped asking the question, which I've done in previous
Chris
books,
Hedges,
about how did we
outed
get here,
plagiarist.
where are we going, and just looked at the consequences.
Where you going? You're going to hell.
I think
I don't know about hell.
With the destruction of an organized
I think we're
left,
reincarnated.
which has been, again, decades
Sort of like they're going to hell.
making, especially labor unions. Any kind
they're
of
gonna wake up
collective
as
empowerment
babies,
has been gone, and
we
those
all do.
Unionized
they're going to be
workers,
carrying
like
the baggage
railway workers
from this
who
life,
retain the power
where
for a
they
collective
went into
bargaining,
droughts.
had it stripped
They
from
worked
them
for
by
the
legislative
Five Eyes and
fiat
U.S.
from
military.
our quote-unquote pro-labor president. So
quote unquote, you're a
utter
fat,
disempowerment,
disgusting
coupled with
pig.
these ruptures of social
Who's
bonds,
scripted. You're plagiarist.
and the inability
You're
on
the
the state
skunk,
to respond in a
SCUM
meaningful way
of the
to
earth.
any of these issues. We
The
know
opposite
that half of the country lives in,
of
I think it's 63% are
salt
living paycheck
of
to
the
paycheck,
earth.
but roughly half the country's living in poverty or near poverty.
I can see that they're scripted without
instability,
going a quarter speed.
no hope of a future. I mean, these young
But then
kids,
with that,
it's
going
getting
to
out.
become
There are no
so
jobs for them.
obvious.
No jobs where they can make
I
a
have things.
sustainable
It's the morning.
income. I mean, there
It's
might be temp work
9:57
here and
a.m.
there. And meanwhile, we've just
There's
sent
still over 40
upwards
minutes
of
to go of this.
billion
Get it all lined up
to
consecutively
Ukraine in
on that
military
5-minute
and humanitarian
software
assistance.
I
The
use.
State Department's annual
The
budget is
demo I
60
found from
billion.
someplace, which lets me
100
crop.
million. That's more than 10
They don't let
government
me
departments combined,
save more
including
than
the
5
EPA
minutes at a
and
time.
the CDC and everything else. So
They let me do it though.
it's out of control.
So I got on their small
it's
preview
bipartisan in that
screen.
sense, that on the issue of
I've got coffee
endless
over in
war,
the other
on the issue of trade
area.
deals,
I'm gonna have to
on the
refill that at
issues
some
of
point. I
wholesale
want to smoke
surveillance,
a
where
little
the
weed to wake
most
up.
monitored,
I don't smoke
eavesdropped,
it right when I wake
photographed
up.
population in human history. And I, as a reporter, I covered the Stasi state in East Germany. When the government watches you 24 hours a day, you can't use the word liberty.
There's a way to know
relationship
when
of a
someone
master
is
and a slave.
scripted.
All of these issues, there's no difference
It's like
between
before we
the
rode a
Republicans
bike,
and the
we
Democrats.
didn't know how to do it.
Argue
You
over
learn how to do it with
cultural issues,
training
and I
wheels.
don't want to in any way minimize the right of a woman to
those
control her own body, of course. But
taken off.
but on the fundamental structural,
they don't even know what they're talking about. I doubt.
military issues, there's no daylight between the two
So
parties,
at
nor
first,
has there been
I try to
for
plant
a
the
long time. In
idea,
fact, of course, the irony is
suggest the
that on
idea,
endless war, the Democrats
not
are
in
now worse.
a
There is
manipulative
more
way,
opposition within the
but
Republican Party.
to declare the scoop,
I forget
to
the numbers,
declare
53
the
in the
victory
House or something. But there's actually more
over
opposition from the
these
Republicans
paid
than there is
fakes.
on the Democrats.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
love to meet Graham
you bring
Elwood
up
in
such an
person and
excellent
just
point,
confront him,
to
just
pass
shake
this
him to
so-called
the very
environmental
core,
bill that, the Congress and the Senate
telling
were
him, I
fighting
see
over
right
tooth
through
and nail.
you,
And then even, as you
PIG.
say, Roe v. Wade, which is a very
You
significant piece of
scripted.
legislation. It's not to be minimized. They're fighting on
This
this
is
tooth and nail.
despicable.
But then very
There's no way
quietly during
around
all
it.
these fights,
Someone to join in
$858 billion
and become a disinfo
bipartisan. They
agent,
both agreed to it without
clapping his
not
hands,
even
trying
a
to
sneeze,
distract,
man.
trying to disrupt the brain waves. So that was the full 10 minutes. So this is the beginning again. They're like, boom, here's Chris Hedges making the circuit run again. I think he was on Convo Couch. He was on one. I forget. I'm really bad with memory because I have attention deficit. Also, oops, the chair. So hopefully this comes out pretty good. I get the fan off. I get the microphone in my hand. I'd rather be working on stamps, but I like to also finish what I started with this special interest. They're clearly scripted. There's a fake. I'm going to look off to the side. Now, there might be a teleprompter for Graham over in that corner, but they also have a gimmick where, yeah, I think he was reading over there. They use multiple teleprompters. I've seen lots of videos where no one's hiding that they're scripted. These people hide it. They have all these different people going on the shows. And it's scripted, and I outed it. They got entangled in something big here as a program where they chart us. They want to know they want to know our politics. They're going an indirect path. The Five Eyes, J-Trig, they're going an indirect path, but a huge one, to try to pinpoint what each person believes. Some people like me, a lot of people like me, or not like me, but a lot of people that I'm like. That's probably the more humble way of putting it. A lot of people I can relate to are not conditioned. So there's Graham clearly reading. And once one pinpoints, use the word one instead of you or I, it sound a bit more objective and academic. If they're reading, they're not looking at, they're not eye to eye. I had to do some Zoom meetings during the pandemic. I still do a few of those because it's winter. It's cold. It's not bad to do those Zoom meetings. They can be quite, what's the word? Convenient. That was the word I wanted. Put these guys on low, but to show that it's the same exact opening 10 minutes. Here's that fake, that looking up again. I'm looking down at the bottom left corner, and then back up to his eyes. Is he reading right there? It's going sideways over there. So it's about multiple teleprompters. They can't memorize all this crap day after day. One would think they at least look through it. It's like when I do those cover songs, the more I listen, the more I practice it, the better it turns out. I can't maintain my attention. I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna go nuts over it. So I just do it. And it turns out pretty good anyway. I liked how I sounded doing Thelonious Monk. I'm thinking there's 35 minutes left here. Maybe I'll end up turning some of that on. Like I said before, I might have to get up to refill coffee. Thinking about smoking some weed. This is sort of work, but the way I have it set up right now, it'll be easy to put it together. Just gonna cobble all the 5 minutes together on the Microsoft, the computer program. That's so pathetic. The new word is pathetic. The new word to go around that everyone's gonna now use is called pathetic. Literally, they're moving on from the word literally to pathetic. Doesn't that hurt Graham's neck? I know that's not good movement because when I do my Tai Chi movements, the Qigong, my neck's not, the neck doesn't move when you're moving. I mean, you're not all stressed up, you want to not connect with the neck, that area, when you move. The body's moving, the head's staying relaxed. We're not owls. We're not gonna move. You're not gonna move. We're delicate. We have bad backs, I heard. I want to be an elephant in my next life. Although, I heard they have it pretty rough because of the humans. I'm thinking elephants are better people than humans. Cats are better than humans. Cats aren't hypocrites. They're just messing around. They're trolls. Cats are trolls. So what am I going to do? Sit here for 40 more minutes? Or 32 minutes? So I proved it, and now the rest of this is simply forensic evidence. I could put on some Solo Monk, try to sing maybe to that. He's over in that area again. And this whole time Hedges is looking straight ahead. I can see Hedges' eyes going horizontally. There's Graham back to the main teleprompter. Then back to that other area. He's shaking his head. We shouldn't be subjected to this inorganic fake life. You busted, Graham Elwood. You busted. You're not fluent. Whitney Webb, you busted. They're all busted. They're all exposed. Graham Elwood is despicable. None of these people would be known if it wasn't for them being paid fakes. There's nothing special about any of them. Not one of them. There's probably nothing special about, who's that, Taylor Swift? There's nothing special about any of the people who are famous. They're not even talented. Meghan Markle isn't talented. The Kardashians, everyone knows none of them are talented. Joe Biden was never smart even before the dementia kicked in. He was always a dumbass. So I'm done doing this type of exercise with the lower tiered chumps. Ones who filmed at Echo Park for police. So I collect stamps. I also collect scoops, or I did. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who knows that I'm legit. You now know. I'd like to know. I don't want it to all be above me. It's just that's how it works if you're gonna have a channel. But I let everyone know who I am over years. Not that I'm saying people should feel obligated to know who I am. I mean, no. I'm not saying know my name, know that I collect stamps, but just to truly know that basically raised in New England, went junior year abroad to Ireland, went back there to get for a master's, tried to become a teacher, became an internet addict, got sued by Speedway bomber Brett Kimberlin, got messed with by the Five Eyes, represented by something called Project Vigilant. Suppose I would be referred to as a troll's troll. What is it, a servant's servant? Isn't there some phrase? I'm not trying to sound obnoxious. I got autism. What else am I gonna say? I never had this confidence. I just kept living though. I kept doing my work, not knowing that it was better than it was. Now I know that this is all good work that I supplied for free. I know that was good cyber sleuth and all that stuff I came up with. Otherwise, none of those trolls would show up on the channel with their idiocy to try to slant it, to gaslight. Here we go again. Hedges. This is a quarter speed, so if we could multiply by 4, they would be at the real time of life. Slowing them down shows the unnatural head movements, unnatural eye movements of these individuals, faking as independent media, when in fact they're paid by their COINTELPRO. So I'd love to get in their faces in real life. I would, with a camera, just say, "Hey, you're COINTELPRO," and I would just say what I'm thinking. I wouldn't. You can't get banned in real life. So Graham Elwood, I would love to tell you face to face that you're an exposed, outed disinfo shill. Same with you, fat man, Chris Hedges. Fat. Look how soft. Look how soft he is. These people show what drugs do to the body and face over decades. Don't fall for it. Don't do those drugs. Don't do any drugs. Don't do the pills. Don't do any of the snorting or injecting. Try not to smoke cigarettes either. We're about halfway through. A little psyched for that. Maybe I should have cropped higher. I should have cropped higher for Graham there. Sorry. So then they go into these long monologues. It's supposed to be a conversation. I thought, here's Graham with the, yeah, I'm gonna agree. Because that's my job to nod up and down. See how they're faking that it's a Zoom? Chris Hedges going horizontally. I guess the screen lights up a little bit when it transfers to the next 5-minute chunk. Sorry about that. I'm a slow learner, but then exponentially it picks up for me. When things are new, it's the overload probably. The distractions, the overload, attention deficit. Graham going sideways, both of them going sideways. So this is why one could say it's a psychological operation. They're playing. That's Duper's Delight. They're doing day after day, they are fake. So that's where the Duper's Delight comes in. It's a hair away from going hysterical. Graham Elwood is in Duper's Delight because otherwise he would get hysterical like Pointinan does. So as one can see, I'm not lying when I say there's no need to cherry pick. I just saw Elwood reading. Why is Elwood reading when Chris Hedges is talking to him? Why is Hedges reading a speech? Everything is written. It's 100%. Whitney Webb cannot do those shows without the words supplied. That's why my shtick works. They're done. They can't change it. They can't fix this. These people are rotting, just rotting. Disgusting, pathetic, rotting individuals who are addicted to drugs. Grimace. All they do all day long is grimace because they did drugs. They ruin their faces, their mind, everything about them represents decay. They're the empire. Chris Hedges is the empire. Graham Elwood is the empire. Jane Huger, Joe Rogan, Tim Pool. They're all representative of the empire. This globalist, never satisfied, order out of manufactured chaos is what they do, what this is. So you stop looking at the papers, or I think I do okay just skimming headlines. So this is where I knew I would start to get a little tired. There's Hedges going sideways. There's no way to justify it. There's no way to explain it. This is all 10 minutes. I put it at real speed, and I put it at a quarter speed. That's why it's ending up at around 50 minutes total. Okay, I'm going to let this keep rolling. I'm going to put the microphone back into the stand. I'm going to update my coffee to listen to some Thelonious Monk. I've got them on the headphones, but to do that I'll have to put on some music here for the end of it. have to, let's see, I guess I can start the process here. I'm going to turn on the internet. Reading. Going sideways is reading. Okay, I'm connected to the internet. So I'll be back in a bit. I gotta get my act together. I'll go back to Thelonious Monk doing solo. It's on, I think, the last video I did, around 6 minutes of that. When I simplify, when I don't try to do too much and I just try to absorb it and relax and absorb and share, it seems to go better. When I dwell, when I overthink it, mistakes, more mistakes, we all make mistakes. It's okay, we're at it's over 30 minutes. I'm going to take a minute or two here to catch up on real life while this is rolling. Thanks for your time and consideration. I'm not going anywhere. This is all the studio. It's just my room here where I live. But I need to update my coffee. Here's Graham. Why is he reading? Why is he going side? Explain that, Graham Elwood. Why are your eyes going horizontally? Why did they go horizontally? Hedges. I can focus in on him. So they're all on tilt because I proved that they're scripted, and I've got a pretty sizable archive at this point proving that they're fake, that they're COINTELPRO. Graham Elwood likes to stare down the camera. He's not a healthy individual. That you can see him the grimacing with his forehead and his mouth. He doesn't want a tongue jut, probably. One can see that there's this word called demented, and the whiny man fits that word. One can just tell. It's called body language tells. He just went sideways with his eyes. So yes, if I could go in real life and just tell him right up to his face, I'm the one who cropped you out and proved that you're a scripted loser, I would love to do that. Graham Elwood is SCUM. I would tell him that to his face. All these people, I am trying to tell them directly to them that they are SCUM. Graham Elwood scripted, his eyes going, he's supposed to be. Alright, I gotta go fill the coffee and stuff. Thanks for your time and patience. Thanks for your patience. The microphone is back in the stand. I'm getting up from the chair. Took off the headphones, so I'm not listening to that. What is it, Snoopy? Wah, 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 wah. I don't even know how this will sound. A bunch of feet away from the microphone. Put the fans off. The main fan, the computer fan. I can hear the coffee sizzling now. Spilled some coffee, great, on the floor. That's alright. Probably won't read too bad. I'll try to clean the cream part of it. I hear someone shoveling. Alright, so I got the headphones back on. Hedges is going wah 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 wah. Charlie Brown wah wah wah. The sound outside of someone shoveling is just breaking up my concentration. Feels like an intrusion. Since I started that entrainment, it's easier for me to accept the difference in frequency. Wow, I can really look up close and see grams. You can see that teleprompter ring light thing in his pupils. I forgot to smoke pot. So that's 10:25 a.m. About 14 minutes to go. Thelonious Monk Solo Monk, I think they called the album. Okay, I found the link. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'm gonna unplug the headphones. I don't know if I'm supposed to move the microphone toward the computer. I'm gonna start Thelonious Monk. There's only about 12 minutes left. Hedges going sideways. Hedges. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I did on the last video, I did the last tune, and now in this one I did too. So I know them pretty good at this point. Dun dun dun. I love the chandelier type sound. Dun dun. If that's what it's called. It tickles the scales. Dun 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 scripted. You are so busted exposed. I do not care anymore if I don't get 1 million page views and this never goes viral because it's not my fault. That I love that. Dun 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 bun 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 dun 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 whoa dun bun bun dun 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 Yes, boss. That's grand. He goes, yeah, boss. That's like from the Lenny Bruce movie. That was so funny. Lenny goes, yeah, boss. Dun, 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 dun. Hedges going sideways. Okay, just a couple minutes left. I don't know how I pulled this off. Okay, I'm done singing. Two minutes left in the period. Thought I heard breathing. Maybe that's coming from the Elwood. Thought it's coming from the jazz. Is Elwood reading? About a minute left. Right there, I heard someone breathing. Well, that's not me. Dun, 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 dun. Half minute left. So yes, this is despicable. Life's not meant to be about cheating and fakery. There's Graham clapping his hands. That's there's no way around it. And there's Hedges blowing, scratching his nose. I wonder what was there something up your nose there? Chris Hedges, do you like something that you inhale into your nose? So that's it. The film rolled out. We could see right at the end that Graham was reading, and they're all reading, and it's all scripted, and they're all full of it. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Thelonious Monk. Thank you, Coffee. Thank you, Pot. Thank you, Life. Thank you, God.